Look at the parcels that arrived in the post. Have you ever seen parcels so pretty that arrived in the post? But they didn't arrive like this. They're Amazon boxes. And they originally looked like this. Hello everyone, I'm Caroline, and today I thought I'd do something with these boxes. Mail order, things coming from Amazon and various other places. Etsy is very popular at the moment for Christmas gifts. And people send the most fabulous gifts, but they arrive in these boxes. Now, you've got a problem. If you decide, well, I'm going to open up the box so I don't have to put plain brown boxes under my Christmas tree. Well, they're not even plain, they're rather commercial looking. Then you'd find out what was in there. Now, if you're like me, you like a surprise, or maybe the person who sent the gift said, do not open until Christmas Day. So I need to do something with my boxes to brighten them up so they look really good under the Christmas tree. So I thought I'd bring you along for the journey and see what I'm going to do. Now, this wrapping is going to be reusable too, because I could just glue things to this cardboard, but in the thoughts of ecology and not wasting things, a throwaway society, I thought, let's go against that. I'm going to make some covering for these boxes that you could use again next year, or you can use to wrap other people's gifts. Let's see how we get on. Now, I'll go for this big one first. And this is huge. Now, I've got some 12 by 12 paper here. And you can see that is not going to do much. If I was going to be gluing the cover on it, yep, that would be great. But I don't want to do that on this occasion because I don't want all these lovely papers to end up in the bin. So I'm going to make it something that can be easily removed. Now, the problem is you're going to have to stick two pieces of paper together for a larger box like this. But it's not really a problem. I've got this paper and it's single-sided, which is brilliant because you can pay extra for double-sided, and this only needs a single side. Now, I've got a book somewhere here, and I should have another piece that will match this paper. But then the decision comes, do you want the same or do you want to have an alternative? Right, where is that? Right, so obviously I've used all that paper, so I'm going to have to go with an alternative paper. Oh dear. What should we use? I've got this. That's very nice. That's a match. I wonder if we got something that's more of a contrast. No, don't think so. This. Yes, I think we'll go for that glittery gold. I like that. So the first thing you need to do is join these papers up. It's a really easy way of doing it is washi tape. You could either do that, or you could actually use a little piece of ribbon that you glue on, or you can cut yourself a sliver, well, not a sliver. Let's have a look. If you had a piece of paper approximately this wide, you can then fold that in half. I won't fold this because it's a lovely sentimenty thing to put on, and then glue that along. But I'm going to use washi tape. I've got several washi tapes here. So which one is going to go with both sides? I think I might use something plain because there's a lot of pattern going on. Silver isn't going to go with the gold. I'll use gold, I think. Now, because washi tape isn't always the strongest glue in the world on the back, I'm going to get my glue stick. Find it, there we go. And I'm just going to run some glue where the washi tape, I couldn't think of the name then, where the washi tape is going. Right, that's that side done. Now we turn it over and we put some more glue on. Like that. And then put some more washi tape on. This isn't a terrible one, as I've just found out. But that glue is going to make all the difference. It means you're not going to have it peeling off all the time. Oops, it's a bit uneven. There. And then snip that and snip the ends, get them nice and level. And there, whoops, snipped a bit of paper. No, you didn't see that, okay? This is very unwieldy to be working with this size. And now I'm going to fold it over, and you may think, well, how do you know that fold is going to come at the top? Because I'm going to put it at the top. Because I don't want that join coming, oops, there goes something. I don't want that join coming halfway down there. Oh, these pieces of paper are so big. So I'm going to put it there. Now, each envelope, well, not all, there's not a lot of variety in sizes of envelope, but be sure to measure your envelope to make sure you've got the right size before you start. And then if I put that there, fold that up there so I know where the fold needs to be, and then I'll join the edges there so it's nice and straight. In with the bone folder. I'll try to keep on camera. I usually struggle at the best of times. Now I've got this huge piece of paper, it's just very difficult. Right, so that is going to go there, and then this will be going in there like that, and this will be coming down along there. So I don't want this full length here really. Now I could have measured it before I started, which would have been the really efficient thing to do, but I forgot. I'm so keen to get started on this one, so I'm going to measure how much I need to take off the bottom of this to still have some of the red showing, but I want to make sure it's definitely covering the top of the red. I don't want a gap in the middle. So if we go for 3.5. Yep, I'm going to take 3.5 inches off this one. I think I may take 3.25. Make sure it's nice and level on the side. And over we go. That's a nice little piece. That'll make some nice tags. So we've got this. Now that is going to look very pretty, yes. But wouldn't it be nice to decorate it up with something? Now I do have here. I cut this off an old dressing up outfit. Not mine, it's a child's Disney dress. I don't usually wear this sort of flamboyant bling and feathers. But I wondered if we could put that there because I think that really adds a nice touch. Now the only problem is it's very springy, as you can see. This has been sewn on. Now I was rushing to get this done before I started filming, so I didn't take the threads out, and it would take forever to unpick this from there. So I decided to leave it in, and it is causing me a little bit of a headache. So I think I'm going to staple it in place. But that's very flamboyant, isn't it? Right, where's my stapler? I start off at the beginning thinking I got everything, and then I find out I haven't. Right, so let's staple that there. I mean, you could staple this anyway rather than glue it if you wanted to. How you attach things is purely up to yourself. Sometimes you think, oh, I haven't got the right things for that. Maybe I haven't got a stapler, I haven't got glue, or whatever it is that people use. You just use what you've got. Right. Am I going to... Oh, I don't think you can see the staple, so I'm going to staple all the way along, I think. There. We can cover the back staples. And again, you haven't got to cover the back staples. And this is another thing too, if you think, oh, I can't afford all those embellishments, all those wonderful laces and things, check out the charity shops. This was just a dress that was reduced to £1 in the charity shop, and I've got so many little bits of lace and goodness knows what that I can take off it. And it was in the clearance, so nobody had decided they wanted it anyway, so I haven't spoiled anybody's fun by taking a dress and cutting it up. It was an unloved dress. Now look at that already, isn't that blingy, blingy, blingy? So I thought it'd be nice to put something on the front. Let's get out this Christmas book. A Celebration of Christmas. Let's see what we've got in here. That's maybe a bit too grown up, do you think? Let's take it out and we'll have a look. Oh, I think that's going to go more with like brown shades or craft paper. No, we won't use that. What else do we have in here? Something a bit more fun, should we say? Oh, that looks like fun, doesn't it? I don't know if it's going to work though. That's nice. Let's pull this out and have a look. This is the only problem with books. If you find an image you like, you turn over and think, oh, this one I like on that side as well. So that would go there. I think I like that one, but I'm going to lose this Santa. Oh, which one do I go for? Let's leave that there and have one last look. See what else is in here, see if there's something else that's suitable. That's cute. Pull this one out. Move that over there, if that's possible. That's possible. And let's have a look at the last few. Got this black and white tree. Let's pull that out. Put that there. I think that will go well, but I will need something behind it. So let's have a look if we put some, if I had some red behind it, what would that look like? Yep, I think we'll cut this out. And I'm going to use my scissors because the main reason my paper cutter is under a pile of images now, so this will be quicker. And now I think, as I say, it's going to need some red to stand out, but I think it's going to be perfect. So if I got here, if I do that, and I don't think so, but yet I've got another piece of reddy colour here. I don't know. What do you think? Should we do that, or should we get one piece of red? Let's have a look what it'll look like. Yes, I think that's going to tie in with the red on the back. So on the other hand, oh, so many decisions. Oh, what about if I put it on this fabric I got out of a fabric book? You can see the back there. I think I like that. On the one hand, I think it should be more glitzy, but on the other hand, I think that goes well with the golds and the feathers and things. Yeah, I'm going to go for that. That's better. So if we put that there, now I think we should brown the edges of that. Or should we red the edges? Put some red edges on. I'm going to try it. I know what I'll do. I'll get a piece of, like, I'm not going to use this edge for anything. If I put that on there. Oh yeah, I think the red's going to go before I actually commit myself. Run that down there. And then we're going to glue that on. I'm going to use my tacky glue because it's paper to fabric. If anybody out there uses fabric tack, do you think the fabric tack works better than the tacky glue for gluing paper to fabric? I think we'll glue this on first. Which side should it go? This side. Yes, I was wondering because I always use tacky glue. And I don't want to go get in fabric tack if I don't need it. So is it really worth having another glue in my glue arsenal or not? I'm becoming a real lover of glue. Glue I never really thought about, but now, oh, so many different kinds, and they all have their own little uses. I'm putting a lot on there because I want it to stick. Let's put it on. Here we go. Whoops, don't want that in there. Like that. Oh, I'm loving the look on this already. And then that's going to be going on there. Should we put another little strip of something behind that? That might be nice. Yes, I think I'll do that. So I'm going to have to dig out my paper cutter. I'll do this off camera. Just use your imagination. I'm cutting a strip of paper. Oh, should we put a little bit of lace on as well? Seeing as we're at it. Or should we just leave that and put one of these bows on? I'd like to put a bit of lace on. No, I don't think that's going to look good. I think we'll just go for that. I may put, thinking about it, a strip of something else as well. If we put that at the top, this coming down a bit, and then that coming there. So we need to snip that very accurately. Measured, that's me. Sorry for the clattering. I've got so many scissors on the go now. Let's put them away. I don't want to use my fabric scissors on my paper anyway, so if that's out of the way, right, so that's going there, then that's going there, and I think we'll red up the edges of this one too. Very fiddly, these little bits, like that. And is that the piece I'm going to use? No, this is the piece I'm going to use, I think. No, this is the piece I'm going to use. So that goes there. Yep. I don't want to overly red it. I just wanted to put a little bit of a tinge on. Now I think that tacky glue is well and truly empty, so let's start a new one. I've already used some of this one. I'll carry on with this. This is white, but it dries clear, so don't panic if you end up using one of these. I didn't realise at first they dried clear, so I was avoiding using it on anything that it would be seen, and then I read and thought, ah, silly me. Could have been using it all along. But turn this over and put it near the top, just in a little bit, and then we're going to put this one on. Do it, and oh, picking up narrow bits is very difficult. It's going to go, oops, there, and I think that's straight. And now we're going to glue the back of this. And I want that there. Oh, I like the white sticking out the bottom anyway. Right, so we put that there. Yep, I like that. And now we can put a bow on. Put a bow, or we could put a button. So look, if I got a really interesting button, we've got a spotty button. Or what else we got here? We've got a big button. Or empty them out and have a look. We've got a heart button. And oh, I think that's nice. I think that's sort of country-ish, for want of a better description. So we'll pop these buttons back in the jar. I didn't used to sort all my buttons out by colours, but then I found it was taking so long to find what I wanted. Alright, so we're going to go for a button. Oh, see, I'm tempted now to put a bow in the middle of the button. Stop it, just put the button. This is going to squirt out through the little holes in the button, but don't panic, because you can clean some of that off and then the rest will just disappear. Oh, I definitely overdid that glue, didn't I? And now we could do with something over here, and I don't know what. I have got this. Every time I'm going to do some Christmas craft, I bring out this and I still haven't found a good use for it. I still can't think of one on this. I mean, I could do... It's just not going to fit, is it? It's too goldy glitzy behind. So no, we leave that. Let's have a look what I've got in my little box. Right, so I've got... I could use perhaps one of those. No, I don't think they're going to go specimens. They're not specimens. We could put... Have I got a nice red one of these? Crew dispatcher. Oh, that looks interesting. Oh, we got some nice vintagey looking price tags. Are any of these going to go with the colour? 311. I'll put that there just in case. And what else have we got? We've got some birds. We don't want to put any birds on. We could put a collection of stamps, as if it's taken a lot of stamps to get it posted. What colours have we got that would look good? Green, the brown, and one of these little, oh, it's a trading stamp, I think it says. Let's put that there, and I've got a red one. Oh, just broke my bag. That's me trying to do it the right way up. I got the pocket thing. Never mind, I'll glue it down. I can do that now. Little string of glue along there. Push it down. That'll be nicely dry when I come back to it. Right, so we've got... What's this? That's nice and red. Hold that there. It's book covers. I don't have any Christmassy type people. I could put those, I suppose. They're sort of Christmassy. I'll leave those there just in case. I'm going to have to find where all these go afterwards, the ones I don't use. And nothing else in there is very Christmassy, is it? So if you put those there, I like that. Yeah, I'm going to go with that. So now I can use my glue stick if I can find it. And we just glue the people. Taking the little extra bits out. That. And put them, where did we say we were putting those? There. No, we put them further over. There, I think. As long as they don't go down this middle area, because we're going to put the seal or the tie on that. So I think that's finished. So now we just need a way of closing this. And that is quite simple. If I can find my string. There we go, I found my string. So now we need something to attach the string to. So if we open this up, so I want my hole there. Now my punch won't reach that, so I'm going to get the big guns out. I'm going to get my big bite out and put that to the right setting, that one. And I'm holding this up because it's very difficult to do otherwise, because my table is so cluttered. There we go, I've made a hole in that. I'll make a hole there, boink, so you can see roughly where the centre of it is. And then cut that out. Ooh, paper cutters always sound so violent. Ah, right. The glue hadn't gone right to the end, but that's not a problem because we'll just glue them together. As you can see now, that wasn't perfectly central. It was near enough, near enough. There we go, that'll do. It's not quite lined up, but it's not a problem. We'll just blob some red on it. Like that. And nobody's going to stop a galloping horse to see if you've cut your little piece of paper out with a fraction of a millimetre out of line. So now I'm going to take a brad. Now I could just put that there, but I fancy putting a little bit of gauze behind that. There's my gauze. That one up there. And let's have a look how much. No, not a lot. Surprising how far this gauze goes. I bought it and thought, oh, it's only 100 pieces. It's not going to last me long. But then you realise, oh, yes, it will. Pop that through there. Sorry, I don't know if you saw that. Pop the brad in there. Pop it through there. And then open it up. Like that. It looks a little bit wonky, but don't tell anybody and I won't either. So what we need now is to have a length of this that will go from the brad up the front, down the back, and a little bit space, so about there, and then we'll double it. Pull it down and snip it off. Always be a bit generous. You can always take some off if it doesn't work, because if you cut it too short, you've wasted that piece then. Right, so I'm going to, if I can get that under there, under the gauze too. Could take me a minute. Well, that's demolished my gauze, hasn't it? Like that. And then tie it so it doesn't go wandering anywhere, and have it facing downwards. There. So now we're just about finished. Clear some things out of the way so we can see what we're doing. Bring the package back. Take off all the stickers. I took off most of the stickers, but I missed that one. So now you can put your package in. And then your thread or your string or whatever you've used right around the back, wrap it once around your little button. Now I'm going to take that gauze off. It's not working, is it? It's in my way and it's annoying me. Just snip it off. I'll take it out later. So there we've got. I do have these little jingle bells. I wonder if we could tie these onto the end. Oh, yes. I thought for a second they didn't have little places to tie things. So I'll put that through there. Very tight. Maybe these bells are a little bit too small, but never mind. We'll go for it. Put one on the end there. How long do we want these? About there, I think. So we've got a nice little bit of length to dangle down, but they're not too long. They're going to annoy people. So we'll cut that one off there. And then we put another big bell on because the little bells won't fit through the little hole. Get it roughly right, but I think it'll look amusing. I may go for it a little bit shorter. Yep, I'm deliberately going to make that one a little bit shorter. So I think it'll look quite humorous and just a little bit of fun. No fun there is in life, the better. Right, that's been tied off, and then we'll just snip the end again. Now, doesn't that look better to go under the tree than a cardboard envelope? And you've got the back. I mean, you could decorate the back if you wanted to make that pretty too, but I think chances are it's going to be under the tree like that. So this is a little bit bendy. We'll put it down like that. I think that is going to be a lovely job, and I'm looking forward to putting that one under my tree. So let's do one more. Right, I've got this one. This isn't one that's actually going under my tree, but I brought this up because I thought I could show you this size, making another one and showing a different size and different, I think it's a different size, a little bit flatter than the other one. So if you had a book or something like that in it, it's going to be flatter. So the first thing to do, because we know a 12 by 12 paper is going to bury that, I try glue in the back. I should really put some sellotape on. I know what I'll do. I'll call out the big guns. I've never known this to fail, so we should be okay. There, hold that down. Look at that. This roller tape, I'm not sure what you call it, is brilliant. If you've got anything difficult, this will probably sort it out. Extra push. So this is 10 inches wide. Now, we don't really want to come all the way to the edge. I think it looks nice in a little bit. So if we make this... we go for 9, and then should we go for 8? We'll go for 9 inches on this one. So let's get ourselves something a little bit more old-fashioned looking. What about this? It looks a little bit drab, but when we do something with it, I think we'll really make a difference. So is that, have I got 9 inches of that there? Yes, we have. So I'll cut that to 9 inches long. Right, so we got that is 9 inches wide. Did I say 9? I think I did, didn't I? Yep, that'll do. 9 inches. And we also need another piece. So what are we going to use? If you do something like this, I think I'll use something more like craft paper. I got this pad of craft paper really cheaply from Hobbycraft last year in the sale. And let's have a look. They look nice, snowflakes. We'll go for those. Right, so we want to cut this 9 inches. Now we need to join this. Now I've got loads of washi tapes there I've been waiting to use, but I think I might join this with burlap. I think it'll be prettier. It'll match in more too. This is a sort of burlap. So where is my burlap? There we go. About there. I'm probably not going to need glue with this burlap tape because it's really super sticky. Put that there and then take the backing off. I find whatever size you cut it, you usually end up with more than you wanted because as soon as you take this off the tape, it stretches. Right, here we go. You only really get one go with this. Put it there. And there we go. Oh, I'm going a bit wonky. And to there. And as you can see, there, if I move this, it's a little bit long. So chop it off there. And then I can keep that little bit. I love this burlap sticky. Right, so that is the outside done with burlap, and I think we need to reinforce it inside. It's a very unfortunate inside, isn't it? So you could cover that if you wanted to. I'm going to leave it. So we're going for putting bits of red on this. So I think we'll go for something. Oh, what about... It doesn't really matter, does it, with that there? That's annoying me. Am I going to cover that? I think I will. And now, because we're in a bit of a hurry, because we weren't planning on doing that, I'll use this because we know it'll stick straight away. Hold that over. So if we get this now, oh, it does look much better with that, doesn't it? I think we'll put a little bit of glue and we put a run of pretty tape on. Put some of this washi tape. Oh, isn't that very festive? There. There. Right, so now what we're looking at is, now I like the burlap coming over the top like that. And this is quite thick now. We've just got 2 layers as well, so this folds easier. So I think we'll go for that. Put the burlap near the top, then this is going to come up around the bottom there. My camera seems terribly zoomed in and the settings are all the same. Right, so we're going to come along there. So again, we're going to put a tie seal on it because I want this to be reusable. And if you glue it down or you stick it down, then it's not going to be reusable. It's going to get damaged when people open it. There are other ways you could use to fix it. Let's take that bit off. There are other ways you could fix it on, but I quite like having a wind-up piece of thread. So let's have a look. What colour should we do the button? I think a nice jolly red. There we go. Check our package again. Make sure this is going in the right place. So that's going to be there. We folded it. It gives us a bit of an idea too. So we want to put that button in the middle. So we'd actually done 9 to 4.5 inches. So it's going to be there. Put that in there. Put the brad in. Open it up. If you're worried that people could cut their fingers if this is going to be for children, then you can always just cut yourself another circle like that and glue it over the back of the brad there. I won't do that at the moment because it's a bit bumpy and I don't want to have to wait for some drying to go on with the weight on it. So now we get our string. That is not my string, is it? Wrong bit. This is the string I wanted. And we'll check by putting this back in. It's going to be, what's that doing? There, so you want to come from there, all the way around, and enough to dangle, which is about there, and then double that up. Cut it, and then I can put my string away, give myself a little bit more room because I'm very tight here. Alright, so now we just want to decorate the front of this. What should we put on this? Let's have a look. Put some nice vintagey looking things on here. And I've got these I thought would look nice. And I've got some vintagey papers. We could add a little bit of, this is like a vintage red, so we could put some of that on there. I've got these little bits of music. Some of those would be nice. I'll tear 3 off. That, and what else do we have here? Can I use this? Can I use this? No, it's really not going to go. Put it back and forget about it for now. So we're going to use, we'll probably use some more burlap because I like the burlap. What if we put something like that on? Let's try tearing this and see what it'll look like. That might look nice. These haven't got to be for Christmas. If you get something from Amazon and you want to give it to somebody, but you don't want to unpack it, throw the box away, then use yourself up some very expensive wrapping paper that's going to end in the bin, you could always use one of these that you may have had on one of the gifts at your house. And then you've got free wrapping and hopefully the person will recycle it again. You could even put a little note in it saying, please recycle this wrapping paper or this packaging. Right, so we could do that and we'll need some brown on that. Ink that. Age it a little bit and we'll just put a little bit. I think I might scrumple that a bit. Taking my life in my hands now. And then Oh, I like that. Yep, that was very good effect. Pleased with that. So now that is going to go on there with this little postcard, probably. What about this lady picking mistletoe? Let's cut that out and see what we think. I think we'll put that for another day. And then, what's that doing there? And then because it's the first Noel, we can put that little bit of music there because this is a Christmas carol. Ooh, I think that's coming together nicely. Do we have anything else vintagey? I'll just check my piles. We've got a little robin. Put a robin there. And what about some cream lace? We haven't got any nice lace on that, have we? Yes, I think we'll put some of that on. We still have this little bit of paper here. I wonder if I could put that on there. Yep, I like that. It's going to have to come all the way up, otherwise it's going to hang over the button. If you've got a different tool, you could put Velcro on. Velcro would be a much quicker and easier way of sealing it. And also it means you could have something dangly off the bottom of your flap. Sounds very technical, doesn't it? Something dangly off the bottom of your flap. That along there. Need to get it level, like that. Then I chop it off. There. And there. Right, so now we're going to glue that on with that. Let's reassess our position in a minute. So that can go there, and then that's going on there with the music behind it, which we'll ink. I'm actually quite organised for Christmas this year. It's the 30th of November when I'm filming this. I think this is going out tonight. So it's not even December, and I have actually ordered just a few of my Christmas gifts. So I'll go there. Little robin is going to go there. Oh, I think we're getting there. Now we just need some glue stick, and let's start gluing. Are you very efficient, or are you like me? Generally, I leave things till the very last minute on Christmas. I'm always so busy. And I suddenly think, oh no, I've only got a week until Christmas. And then I've got to try and find out what I'm going to buy for people. That's always difficult with teenage grandchildren, you can imagine. Let's go in there. Was it going there? Or was it going there? I think we'll put it midway. So yes, trying to buy for teenage grandchildren. When they're young, it's so easy. You just buy them something big and colourful and they love it. But when they're older, we've got an order in for some plain black pyjamas. No decorations whatsoever, just plain black. Do you know how difficult it is to buy those? You get them with a white around the neck or with a spotty bottom or something like that. But to try and get just plain black pyjamas was a nightmare. But I got them anyway. Let me just glue this up. This is so much easier with a piece of paper underneath. I'm quite looking forward to go and putting these packages now as part of my Christmas decorations, because I think they're going to look lovely. I'll press that end down and then I'll leave the edge up a bit so that this is then going on underneath. But I want to know where exactly to put this. Put it there. Yep, I like that. And now we've got our little robin. Should we red the edges of our robin? I think we should. Ink pad. A little touch of red because, of course, Mr. Robin would be quite red, wouldn't he? See if I can... Should have got my pads out for this. Whatever you call them. Daubers. Daubers, that's the name. Oh, yes. I like that. I like that. So now we need tacky glue for this because it's wood. A nice big wudge. Get that out from there. and put that there. Going on to the burlap, it ties it in. Now, the last thing I'd like to do is put something on that burlap, a little word. I've got my Christmas, but that's a bit big. I don't want to put Silent Night, because you've got Silent Night, the first Noel, is far too many words there. So let's have a look what else I've got. Aha, now this is Noel, Noel, and it's part of the hymn, or the carol. So if I try to it as closely to the letters as I possibly can, which is difficult when you got glue all over your fingers. Keep sticking to me, look. Around there. And I'll cut this very close to the top, so it's going to be very difficult to rough that up without ruining the words. See what I can do. Think we might just manage it. Took the top off the end. That is far too tight. There. Right, brown. Where's my brown? I'm going to put a little bit all over this. I don't want it looking so stark. The edges plus the middle. And then, oh yes, it's going to fit. You always lose your edge bit with this burlap sticky stuff. Right, so where is this going to go? There or there? Ah, I put it that side. It almost looks like the bird is saying it. I know, it's my imagination, but I have a very fertile imagination. And put that there. Oh yes, liking that. Right, while that's all drying, we'll go down to the business end of the tie. Move that out of the way. And then find the halfway mark again, if we can. There. When I first started doing crafty type things, I thought, I can't really see me using this. I got it cheap with a load of other things, I think this came with. And I thought, I don't think I'll use it, but never mind. I'll take it anyway, because it's in a job lot of other things. And now, it's one of my favourite things for making tags and journals and things for Christmas. Right, so now we need our package back. Now, very boring, ugly package. Put this over the top. I tell you what we'll do, we'll turn it the other way and then you can't see the pull over flap thing. That there. Make sure it's in the right place. And then it's supposed to be going down, up and around. And in the ideal world, I would have reinforced this little bit of paper with a piece of card, but I'm trying to speed things up. And you know what they say? More speed, less haste, and they're right. So now we'll get some bells, because I like putting the bells on. Thread that in there. Should I put more than one bell on? Do you think it would look a little bit silly with more than one bell? I suppose it's all personal taste, isn't it? I'd like more than one bell on there, but somebody else might go, oh, she's really overdone those bells. Cut that at an angle, see if it's easier. There. They don't like threading these things. So I'll tie that off. The double knot. Oh, I don't need to snip that because I pulled and it snapped. Another bell. This is a bit of a bigger bell. This should be easier. Yep, that's threaded very easily. I'll leave that one a little bit longer. Double knot. 1, 2. Give it a snip. And we're done. So doesn't that look more festive than those cardboard boxes that we had? And of course, this is infinitely recyclable until it falls apart. You just unwrap it, take it off. You can use it on another package next year. You can package up something that you're giving to somebody else that came in a box and you think, right, I'm just going to put this on the top. And if you receive something like this, you can then use it again in your own home then. So they can be used for years. Oops, there's the bells. Don't know if they jingle very loudly. So I'm really pleased with those and looking forward to putting those in my Christmas display because they are actually pretty enough to be part of the display. So if you've enjoyed watching this, then please give me a thumbs up and also share this with some of your crafty friends and see what they think and see if they make some of these. If you enjoyed it, then why not subscribe? Because I do lots of craft videos. I do some art videos, Tuesdays for craft, Fridays for art, and journaling tends to get put in with craft, so it's craft and journaling on a Tuesday. I would really love you to join me. The more the merrier. It's always nice to have company when I'm working at my desk. I'll see you all next time, but until then, don't forget, have fun. Bye!